This assignment is called Making a Template. Now, you need a few things for this project. You need some tape. You need a pencil. You need some scissors and some paper. A template is a tracer that you would use to repeat a design or a shape. In this case, our template that we're going to make would be used to trace on top of clay and to create a box or a vase or a 3 or 4 sided piece of pottery. Now, I came up with a few ideas. One of my first ideas was a 4-sided box that bent in the middle, smaller at the bottom, smaller at the top. Eventually there would be a clay bottom attached to this. Here's my initial drawing, or actually this is my initial drawing, but this would be the side and also the template for this project right here. You can see it smaller at the bottom and top, kind of goes out, and this would be designed for the side 1, 2, 3, for 4 sides. Here's a simple design right here, 4 sides curved, well, bottom, top, flat. Here's another one, bottom, top, flat, curved inside. So these designs would come up, this would actually make something similar to this, would be like a 4-sided, kind of a rounded vase. So the first part of the assignment is for you to make a template. Create a couple drawings, and then take a piece of paper. And in this case, right here, I traced or created half of this template. That's because I wanted this right side to match the left side, so it fit together when I put it together. I folded a piece of paper in half, and I put a flat bottom, top on, and those are my angled sides. So this is one half, this is the other half. So basically when you cut it out, you see I cut it out, this is what I got right here. And that would fit basically inside of here. So I'm going to use this as my template. You could use this as your template, the negative shape, but I find it's easier to use this. And besides, you need 4 of these anyways for this project. So what are we going to do with these 4? Well, we're going to make 4 of these and tape them together and come up with your design. Here it is here, 4 sides put together, mine folds in the middle. Here's the top, here's the bottom. This would eventually have a clay bottom on it, okay? So how do we get from here to here? Well, trace and cut out 4 of your tracers. Now you could actually use your tracer for one of the 4, but since I folded it in half here, I thought that would compromise the strength of the design. So I'm going to use these 4 here that I cut out. So let me move this out of the way, and we'll get back to this later with a different design. So I have my 4 pieces. I'm going to lay them down. Let's see, actually that's the bottom right there because it's wider. So let's see, I'm going to lay them down so that the bottom edges and the bottom corners touch. You can see how that's happening right there, okay? I don't know if you can see all of that right there. So I'm going to tape these together to make a 3D vase. I'll take my tape, keep these together. You can see my edges aren't real perfectly straight. But this is like a little practice piece, and this is going to tell me what my clay project would look like after it's put together. So kind of like right now I'm just getting an idea of what my vase is going to look like. After I put this together with tape and I don't like it, I can make some adjustments to my tracing pattern. Oops, this right here. So I might eventually fold and cut these edges a little narrower for my next one, because I thought the first one looked a little squat and short, so this would, I think, fit my original design a little bit better, but I'm going to use what I came up with. So I tape those together. Now I have to fold this. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to tape the bottom right here. Touch the corner, line up the edge. It's a little tricky. There you go. And one more right here. Now after you come up with a good template, what I do is make it out of plastic so that it lasts a long time, because paper might be good for a few pots and then it kind of falls apart and disintegrates. Then I would touch these, since this folds to the inside, I would, and I've pre-folded my center right there where it folded. You can see that it's going to go in and keep its shape and sit up pretty well. I don't know if you can see that angle very well, but I'm going to do one more side here and then show you, see? So that's basically my shape right here, see? Smaller top, bigger bottom. That's how I like it. And I can do a little more taping. So that came from this. Now, here's another idea. Let's get this sketchbook back. Some other ideas here. Here's another idea I came up with. Much more complicated than the last one. Here, this would be my template right here. Obviously, it might need some adjustments, but you can see that this curve would create this curve. This edge here would kind of bow out onto these edges, and this edge would bow back here. And this, I probably would maybe make it a little straighter over here instead of so bowed in, and come up with my four-sided vase, and it would fold on the inside right there, a crease. Complicated, I wouldn't expect that from you. There's a couple of my tracers. I thought I'd try something a little different with a kind of asymmetrical shape. I have my flat bottom, but it's not a flat top. You can see it goes on an angle. I thought it would be cool to see these little points stick up. But this curve here on the right matches pretty closely the curve on the left. Very important when I put this together, because you don't want this piece to be sticking out here. Try to fold it, and you don't have that same shape for this to fit into this and this to fit into that. And this is what I came up with right here. 4 of these. Okay, and with these, I would keep them all going in the same direction. All my points are facing left, and then I would line these bottoms up along with the curve. And you can see I'm a little off on my cutting as it gets further here. I got a little further away, so I can trim that a little bit. Then I would tape these together, fold it, and this one, this is what I came up with right here. I think this would look awesome as a vase or a pot. And even though these sides are flat, they're kind of bowing out a little bit, and I would exaggerate that bow with my clay, because you got kind of 4 flat sides, and I think that would look really cool. Obviously, with the bottom on it. See, I could fold it in a little bit, or keep it pretty much symmetrical with the bottom, and it's got some rhythm and motion with the curves and the points. Your assignment is to create a 4-sided template design and turn it into a 3D shape that could be a wonderful, or just kind of average, but knowing this group, it'll be wonderful, design for a work of ceramic art. Good luck. This is due on Friday morning, or obviously before. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.